Oh, wait, if I can. Perfect. Yeah.
Ready? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bring the city council meeting for Tuesday, May 13th, 2025 at 7:22 PM. We all stand for the pledge of allegiance.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Get a moment of silence, please. Roll call.
Councilmember Diana Castello,
Here.
Councilmember Sophia Sotelo,
Here.
Councilmember Mary Alvarado,
Here.
Councilmember Vera Zavala,
Here.
Councilmember Arturo de la Fuente,
Here.
Mayor Rachel Velas,
Here.
all are present.
Thank you. Okay, if I can get a vote on the meeting agenda, and we need to amend the meeting agenda on the new visitors and add C to ratify and approve the resignation and the release agreement. I can get a motion.
Make a motion to approve the meeting agenda, amending and adding C and new business, ratifying the resignation release agreement with Yuli Morales.
I have a motion by Sophie,
Second motion.
second by Diane, all in favor?
Aye.
Any approved? Motion carried. We're gonna go ahead and go on to 4. If I can get a motion on the consent agenda, A through D.
I make a motion on the consent agenda, A through D.
I have a motion by Diane. Second by Vera, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, visitors' comments. Do we have anyone online? Okay. New business, we're moving on to 6. Approving resolution 2025-11, authorizing the mayor to sign and execute the interlock agreement with Yakima Valley Office of Emergency Management with Yakima County. So this is something we do every 5 years, and we just need to update it. So if I can get a motion.
I make a motion to approve resolution 2025-11, authorizing the mayor to sign and execute the interlocal agreement with the Yakima Valley Office of Emergency Management with Yakima County.
A motion by Sophie,
Second.
second by Arturo, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. B, we're gonna go ahead and do the approval of the settlement and agreement for Joe Shones.
Make a motion to approve the settlement agreement with Joe Shum.
A motion by Sophie,
Second.
second by Arturo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. C, to ratify and approve the resignation and a release agreement. A motion? Yeah, if I can get ratify and approval resignation and release agreement.
The motion to approve, ratify, and approve the resignation.
I have a motion by Vera,
I second the motion.
second by Diana, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. So do we have any council member reports? Maya? Sophie?
I can't remember the date. I remember the date, but I know the Knockin alumni is gonna have their alumni basketball game. I think
This weekend.
Is it this weekend already? The 16th, okay, just want everybody to know, if I go watch the games, any alumni wanna play? Sophie? Mary? Vera?
Take the Adrian.
Yeah.
I'll take the Adrian.
Just wanna go watch the game, it'll be fun.
Okay. Mary?
Yeah, I just want to say, I looked at the statements. They're looking really, really good. But I still have a problem with the receipts. They're not getting signed by the person who's charging. And there's a lot of police department and a lot of public works are not signing those receipts. But otherwise, it looks really, really good.
No, thank you.
Who's in charge of seeing those receipts that are to be signed?
Well, we'll get to that right now. So, Arturo, do you have anything to add?
Oh, no.
Steve?
I'll make sure I let the officers know that they need to be signing their receipts.
Okay, thank you.
And if, Sophie, if you see any receipts coming in, please let me know that weren't signed. And I'll take care of that.
So I know it's not on here, but I think, I don't know if the chief said, but I know we do need to get an answer on
Yes,
the vehicles because they've been holding. the
they've been
vehicle.
holding them for 2 months and, Sergeant Medeles talked to the gentleman on Friday, I believe. And they're not gonna hold them for much longer. There's other people that are interested in them, so.
Have to be on the agenda, doesn't have to be on the
We can
agenda,
amend
and
the
don't we
agenda.
have to, we already just finished it, but I mean, don't we have to agree here instead of just verbally?
We can amend it, can't we, Ray?
You
Um,
can amend the agenda again, but you'll have to do it by motion.
So can I get a motion to amend the vehicles for the police department for new vehicles? Is that correct, Kate?
It would be to add a new item D under new business, purchase of police vehicles or something like that. And to approve that, the agenda as amended with that item.
The new item? Would it be C, correct?
You already added an item C, so it'd be a D.
Oh, D, okay. So if I can get a motion to amend and add on new business D, for the new vehicle to be purchased for the police department.
And I would, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And then I have another comment once you amend it.
Vehicle, so if I-
Business on vehicle?
mhm. Did you want to say something before we go? Okay, so if I can get a motion on D to, purchase a new vehicle for the police department, two vehicles, I'm sorry. For this police department.
I'll make a motion to approve the new vehicles.
To amend,
To amend, I'm sorry.
to amend.
I'll make a motion to amend the approval of the 2 vehicles for the police department.
I second the motion.
I have a motion by Vera, second by Diane, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
I think this was just an emotion to add it, correct?
Correct.
Just
Now
to add
we
it
have-
as an item, so now there's, discussion, potential action if you want to move forward. But I will say, if you decide to move forward, my recommendation is to authorize the spending up to an amount. Because I'm not sure if that included sales tax or anything like that, so it will help you budget for the cost of the purchase if you authorize up to, you know, $50,000 or $45,000 based on the police chief's recommendation. If the council decides to go that path, again, this is your time to discuss that and decide if you want to move forward.
So chief, would this be approximately like 84,000?
First, is that the complete total? Is there any taxes or anything on there?
That's only total for one car, ain't it?
Yeah, for one.
That's only total for one car.
Right, but is there any taxes? Or this could be the total?
I'm gonna call the sergeant
Oh.
right now. Cool, because according to him. he
That's the
said-
total.
So it'd be like 83,000.
Hey, Sergeant, I'm here with city council. I'm gonna put you on speaker, okay?
Right?
Okay. Sergeant, on these cars, is, the price, the total price that you have on here, is that including taxes?
Whatever they're willing to sell the car at, and I did ask the gentleman over there, I told him, so what's the out of the door price for the car, and that's what he told me it was. So, you know how Oregon doesn't have taxes, so I think that's including taxes too, but I can also confirm that once again with him. But that's the price that he told me was out the door.
Okay, what about, the other pricing, the vehicle equipment, striping, transport? Well, I'm sure transport's the same, but do you know?
That's the quotes that they gave me on everything, it is including taxes.
Okay, okay. That's what we wanted to know.
Yeah, everything else is, taxes is included, that's the bottom price with everything from all those spaces and striping and whatnot,
Okay,
that's the prices.
because they said if it's over that, it's gonna come out of your pocket. Okay, all right, that's what we needed. Thank you.
Sergeant.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so I did take out the total. It's for both vehicles, it'd be 83,122 with 4 cents. So let's just kind of rough estimate, 84,000, give or take. Okay, just in case we're off a little bit. So, okay, so if I can now, get a motion to purchase the new vehicles, at the amount of $84,000, give or take on that.
We still have not any budget money that we know about. You didn't know that we have. Jameson's,
I haven't seen it and I haven't had a chance to. I've been working at trying to get everything entered, and get the bank accounts reconciled so that then I can get a better, clearer picture. And I am about 90% done with 2024 and 2025 is up to date. So
Thank you so
Ah.
much.
I am almost there.
Yeah, that's good.
I've got maybe 20 items left to research and enter. And then it'll just be moving stuff around to make sure that it's all in the correct spot. And then I'd have a better picture of where we were at with the budget, a more accurate picture of where we were at with the budget of last year. To
what's
this
the
year.
bottom line? You kind of remember what the bottom line is?
I think for the police department, 300. I want to say it was like 300,000 or a little more if I'm
Yeah,
correct.
I don't have it with me, but
The one who has it, Aragus has that in his,
yeah.
but I think it was roughly 300. If I
That
remember.
was budgeted or left
If
over?
I remember, he
Budget.
said we had money
Yeah, he did. He said
for the
300,
police.
yeah, because it hadn't been touched,
Mhm.
so. So if I can get, a motion on D, item for the purchase of 2 new vehicles for the police department. And, it would be 84,000 that we're gonna
Tax.
max out right now, so. If the sergeant said everything was included, I believe it is, because it's the total.
Yeah, because he would, they were just gonna bring the purchase of the car.
Mhm.
And then when I saw that this stuff was missing, I asked the sergeant to get, that's why it took a little bit longer
Mhm.
to get everything so that we get a complete car,
Mhm.
including tax. And
Okay.
he says he did.
Right.
Believe.
Okay, so if we can get a motion,
I make a motion to purchase the police cars with the 84,000.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion by Diana, second by Mary, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay. So, council reports, none, Diane, Mary? No? Okay, Vera, did you have any reports? Chief,
No, everything good.
anybody from the office? Okay, I do have a couple of reports. We did our Dia del Niño. We had a great turnout. It was really good. Vera, thank you for coming out. Diane, I know we had, quite a few citizens come out and donate for that. The first year we did it, we had, God,
Yeah,
I was
really
thinking it was
good
about
turnout.
80
A lot of
to 90 kids or people out there. But here,
This year.
yeah,
Oh, I thought it said last year.
no, this year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we had a great turnout. So I want to just kind of let everybody know we did really good on that. That day we had over, how many vehicles, Marty, did we count? You said
I remember there's over 34.
48?
48.
Almost 15. So, that was a really good turnout as well. So, thank you, Diane, for coming out and helping. I know the guys, we didn't get all the guys out there like we usually do, but, we had 2 out there, which were really good. Thank you, Sophie, for showing up as well. And, taking the reins out there, giving us a little break.
Yes.
And, I think that's it. We don't have anything else, Marty?
Actually, I have
Oh,
one thing.
Go ahead.
I don't know if council was aware, but when I first started, one of the first things that was mentioned to me is that there was a mold problem in the police department. And, that was from the chief who mentioned that to me, and he showed me a stain in the police department. It's in the kitchen area. And so what I did, I asked the chief, well, how did you come to that determination? And he said back in 2021 or 2022, that roof had caved in because of water leaks. And, that when it was repaired, it wasn't repaired properly. And in his words, the mold wasn't taken all the way out from the ceiling. Well, again, coming from the background that I came in, I did a lot of construction projects. I had dealt with a lot of contractors. So I brought in a contractor to do an assessment of the building to see if we had mold. And we don't, there's no mold. It's what it is, it's just a water stain because there is leaks. And, he went on top of the roof and he did say the roof needs to be done because there is a lot of leaks, and even the officers are saying that there's a lot of leaks and that it could cause mold at some point. So, just to let you know, there is no mold in the police department, no movement of the officers is gonna have to be done into the other buildings, so.
So, but we do need to look into getting 3 bids then for them to come and do the roof.
3 bids.
So
3
we'll
bids.
go look into that.
I even asked Joe Sanchez,
Uh-huh.
and he said that 6 years, 6 years ago, he and I guess a crew of guys tried to do the best they could to tar the roof. But he said, we never had really done that before. So they basically did the best they could, So my assumption is that's what's been done to try to prevent the leaking, but it still leaks, so.
All right. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 7:41. Good night. Thank you. Okay, thank you.